You're watching the 30-second Freihofer's Run for Women.
Welcome back to the race. We're still on Madison Avenue getting set to head into Washington Park. There's Liz Malloy of Loudonville still right out there in the front. She doesn't want to get too far from the pack. She says that's a problem she's had in the past.
I definitely don't want to lose contact with the leaders because that's where I get in trouble. You know, I feel like I can run with anyone, but I have to be there. You know, I have a hard time catching up.
Doing a nice job staying right there with the pack right now, along with Edna Kiplagat, who's running well.
And here we are back with the leaders, Rich. You can see they're spreading out just a little bit, but it's still very, very early on. But just looking at their leg turnover, you can get an impression of the speed at which they're traveling. Obviously, Tabor Akeso there in the front. She's the defending champion. She's got her work cut out, though, this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, without any question right there. And we're really moving along, and as we move kind of down closer towards some of the hills, this is where it probably starts getting interesting for some of the runners, including Allison Grace, one of the United States runners.
Well, it certainly gets interesting. They're really getting a sense of how the course is going, how they're feeling, certainly the heat of the day today. We've just passed the 1 kilometer mark. You can see right there, 3 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock. That's a moderate pace. It's certainly not course record pace, I would say, at this point in the game.
Benita Willis staying right there towards the back, inside of that curb, wanting to stay close to the pack, saying she thought she could rattle the African runners if she stayed close to the pack that they like to run in.
Well, I mean, that's the way to do it if you're going to do it, although the caliber of this field is that it would take more than that, I would say, to rattle this field. They're certainly among the best runners in the world. Obviously, Emily Chibet is the world cross-country champion. That's her there in the blue in third position right now.
And surrounded by her Kesso, Daska, Amina Gabina not too far off the pack, and Edna Kiplagat staying right there in the white singlet on the outside as we come down, starting to make the winding turns coming down the hill towards Washington Park's lake house.
Yeah, and that's we'll get a better sense of the pace near the lake house, Rich. That will be the 1 mile mark. It certainly is a demanding early mile. Obviously, we've got an uphill start up Madison Avenue, then into the park it rolls. You can see there's not much shade there right now. It's a very, very hot day. The sun is getting higher in the sky. There we're back with the leaders. There's a group there of 8 or so runners. Edna Kiplagat on the right, Benita Willis sitting right in the middle there, and off on the left, who we haven't mentioned, is Julila Tenega. She's from Kenya. She's a bit of an outsider in this field, I would say, but she's certainly looking good at this point.
Great effort by all the runners, but it's not just about running here. Fox 23's Scott Morlock has the story of a group who's using this to help themselves help others.
They walk because they believe in second chances.
When you see the little steps our children can make towards progress, that's the reward.
They work at the Parsons Child and Family Center, where they help give second chances to children and families who are struggling to overcome traumatic experiences.
If you look at the group of people here today, and it's just a small number of who's going to be walking or running, I think that's wonderful.
Everyone that works here because they just 100% believe in the mission. You know, caring for children and families no matter what.
Parsons has been offering second chances for more than 180 years. And just as the thousands of children rely on the staff here, Parsons relies on the support from the community, something that's been a challenge lately.
Given the economy, donations and grants alone are tough to come across.
One way to help boost funding, getting involved in the Freihofer's Run for Women. Running optional.
The idea that we could walk and still participate, I think, made a big difference.
In this, its first year of participation, Parsons has managed to recruit more walkers than any other group. Organizers tell us it was an easy sell.
It helps the kids and families here, raises money for the programs and services, and it's just a fun thing to do with your coworkers on a nice Saturday afternoon in June.
No one who spent any time at Parsons is surprised at the amazing turnout.
These are very caring people, very loving people, and you know, we come together to help each other and to help out.
Helping out one step at a time. In Albany, Scott Morlock, Fox 23 Sports.
And what a showing today at the walk. Along with the Parsons team, over 80 other teams hitting the pavement, all to help a variety of great charities throughout the capital region. The Parsons team, the biggest, but certainly all the teams brought their enthusiasm and excitement for a great day of exercising and fundraising.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You know, an opportunity for them to raise money. We hit that 1 mile mark, though, now as we rejoin the race. And you can see Elizabeth Malloy a little bit back, Diane DeCurry there as well, 5:06 in that first mile.
Yeah, that's a very moderate pace early on, Rich. We've certainly seen faster here. in recent years. So 5:06, I'd say, is okay, but nobody's going to be too strained at that pace.
Tricky down the hills. This can be a difficult portion. Tabor Akeso thinks so anyway.
What may be different about this race compared to others is that it has got some curves to go around. Makes it a little more interesting. Having so many curves make it a little more challenging than it should be.
Urkeso right there at the front as they come down the hill towards the lake house. There's the Masters runner, Zelina Averkova, wearing bib number 42.
Yeah, she was second here last year, Rich, so she's looking for the win this year. There we see Liz Malloy, a local girl from Holy Names, Loudonville. She's looking very comfortable, although she has fallen off the lead pack, as we can see at this point. She's back in probably about 7th, 8th, and 9th position right now.
Rebecca Donahue, the top United States runner in the field right there as well, running strongly right near the curb as they try to negotiate the tangents. Neither Malloy nor Donahue have seen this course before.
Well, it's interesting, of course, that both we have two American runners there vying to get in the top 10, something we haven't seen, I think, since 2007. So if either or both of them do that, that'll be a big step forward here at Freihofer's. Yeah, well, it's starting to get interesting now, Rich. We can see they've gone through a rolling part of the course. That'll certainly test a lot of the runners. But of course, a lot remains to be seen.
Yeah, and it's not just about the adults here either, James. There's a lot of other things going on.
There is, Rich. Of course, anyone and everyone is welcome to tackle the Freihofer's course, and that especially means the kids. From 100 meters to a mile and everything in between, the kids get to hear the starting horn and make their dash up the same hill that the elite athletes run. And who knows, one of these runners may someday take the tape as our elite winner. You just never know.
Well, the first event of the day today, the 10K Race Walk National Championship, heel, toe, and nothing else. 10 times around the Empire State Plaza. Bib number 111, you saw him there. Alan James, the former Olympian, took control of the race right from the start, winning by 42 seconds with Teresa Vale, another Olympian, defending her title of last year, the winner right there of the women's race, third overall. Congratulations to all on that early morning run.